Dude, this is actually good news. I am over the moon by this, if I have to be honest. Oh god, this is great. This is absolutely brilliant. Because all right, let me just put out there, in my personal opinion, I think Ben Affleck's Batman is one of the best Batmans to grace on the silver screen. Period. His backstory, the death of Dick Grayson, his fighting style, and his thought process where he's just like, God damn it, man, I wasted my life. Like, I've been fighting crime for 20 years and nothing has amounted to nothing. People I love died. And one thing I loved, the scene I loved in BVS is when Ben Affleck is talking with Alfred. Bruce Wayne is talking with Alfred, and he basically says something along the line of, "This is the only thing that I ever do that matters. What matters is his legacy, what he leaves behind." And it's so good, man. I can't wait. This news is, it's like, I can't explain it, man. It's like a godsend. So if you don't know, which you guys should already know by now, but I don't know, there is a rumor/report that Ben Affleck has signed a deal to return as Batman for a certain amount of time, that's how normal deals are. And the information where I heard this from, I think most people heard this from, or even other movie websites reference them, is the Lightcast and the Culture Nerd. The Lightcast is a podcast on YouTube, and the Culture Nerd is, I think that's what they're called. I'm pretty sure it's called the Cultured Nerd. I hope I'm saying it right. If not, I'll probably write it down in the description. But they kind of broke the story that Ben Affleck is officially back as Batman, and it will be not teased, but it will be revealed either in Justice Con, which is a fan made con, or DC Fandom. And honestly, from what I've seen, the Lightcast and the Cultured Nerd, they haven't been wrong yet. That's why I trust them so far. But also, what makes me trust them is that, well, as of right now, is their whole attitude with the whole thing, with the whole scooping thing. Because one of the editors did say that, look, if we do get it wrong, we'll just say that we did get it wrong. Which I do appreciate, because I remember the times when Batman vs. Superman, the theatrical cut, was being released, and when the scoop thing was on a rise. I don't think the scoop craze is as big as it was back then. Right now, I think is like, I don't know. It's very, I don't know. To me, it feels very silent. It's not as, like, for example, you don't see them on major YouTube channels. You don't see them on Collider. You don't see them on Smokes. Stuff like that. You don't see them on anymore. It's just, they're just very quiet. But that's one of the attitudes that I really like from Lightcast and the Culture Nerd, is that if we were wrong, we'll just say we are wrong. Because you see most of these scoopers where they say, hey, this is going to happen, but it don't happen. It doesn't happen, or it doesn't materialize. They will start to turn around and start saying, oh, it was going to happen, but then last minute they just took it down. Like, they can't say, yeah, we were wrong. Like, even if that was correct, you still prophesize wrong. At least say that you were wrong, but they don't. But people still, at that time, want to follow those guys because, I don't know. It was a weird thing. But now there's more scrutiny. I'm seeing there's more scrutiny towards them. So if they do get it wrong, there's people that will actually call them out on it and be like, nah, dude. Just say you're wrong. Don't just hide behind it. So one of the things that they're saying is that Ben Affleck is coming back, maybe for a movie, which I think he's coming back for a HBO Max series, which I am 100% for. Because like I said, his Batman was amazing. There's so much story to tell. And I forgot who said it, but in the movie that Ben Affleck was supposed to direct, but then Warner Brothers were being dicks, they kicked him out. And Jeff Johns. Well, I heard Jeff Johns, one of the big reasons that Ben Affleck left is that the story he was trying to tell is basically the continuation of the psychology of Batman, of why did he fall? Like, why did he cross the line? Why did he start to kill? What happened to Dick Grayson? Which I thought was Jason Todd, but it was Dick Grayson. Now that I think about it, it actually is a great choice to do with Dick Grayson. Because if they done with Dick Grayson, then Batman has no support group. Not support group, but not like a shoulder to cry on. Because Alfred, yeah, he has Alfred, but that's not the same. If Dick Grayson was there, he would have been like, okay, but at least I have Dick Grayson. You know, the guy that I trained. He's like my son. So I'm not going to cross that line. But now that Dick Grayson's dead in this universe, yeah, it makes all the sense in the world why he would cross that line. So, from what I gathered, the movie's meant to be around that of why he fell and stuff like that, and maybe his possible redemption, which that sounds epic. But I forgot, there was one guy, I forgot his name, J. Olivia, I think that's his name. Wait, I'm pretty sure it was him. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not him, but it was someone else. Where they read the Batman script, and that person, this is supposed to be the best Batman script he has ever read, and I'm just like, holy crap! Yeah, what we could have been. And finally, we're getting it back with Ben Affleck, and I heard that there was this campaign on Twitter, I think, like hashtag. Well, I don't know the hashtag, but basically the sentiment is, please, AT&T, bring Ben Affleck back, blah, 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 which I am 100% for. But then I'm starting to see this counter argument going on, this counter fight going on, is that the fans are bullying Ben Affleck to come back. And I really don't know. Actually, no, that is wrong. I did see some examples. There was this YouTube channel that I watched. I forgot what it's called. For the life of me, I forgot what it's called. But he was showing evidence that there were fans that were actually being pricks, calling Ben Affleck all these kinds of names, saying he should come back because if he doesn't, then he's a pussy or something along those lines. And they were absolutely being dicks. And that, if that's the case, then yeah, these people are dicks. But for the most part, the majority of the people that want him back is because they want him to finish his arc. And they really do genuinely love him as Batman. But there's this idea that fans demanding that he would come back, and if he does come back, is because the fans bullied him to come back. And look, with all due respect, by saying that, you have really low bar for Ben Affleck. Honestly, you have really, really low. You think so little of Ben Affleck. Look, he's not a kid. Okay, he's not some mindless guy that just walks around the street. No, he's a grown man. He's successful in Hollywood. He knows what he's doing. I mean, he literally just departed from his own Batman project because of the things that were going on with Warner Brothers. He's like, you know what, I'm just done. And he had a drinking problem at that time, so he's like, you know what, fuck this, I'm done. So yeah, he's not some kind of child that. It's just the way that people going about it is like, he had drinking problem, he had a divorce, so people who demanding that he should come back or wanted him to come back, they're terrible people. We have Robert Pattinson, let's just deal with that. It's like, screw that, what are you talking about? Look, I would love Ben Affleck to come back, but I'm pretty sure the majority of the people that want him to come back, if Ben Affleck decides, look, I don't want to come back, they would respect it. That's fine. Then we will move on. But if he does want to come back, and he did sign the deal, you can't just turn around and say, oh, this is fans. Look how dangerous the fans are. They bullied him to come back. Look, he's not a child. Stop treating him like he's a goddamn child. He wants to come back because he wishes to come back. He wants to finish the arc. You cannot tell me that the Batman arc, Ben Affleck's Batman arc, is finished, because it's not. It clearly isn't. And I am all for it. I literally, and again, no shades thrown to Robert Pattinson. I will be watching the Robert Pattinson Batman. It's just so unfortunate that the creation of Robert Pattinson's Batman came from this, where Jeff Johns and Warner Brothers, they were just messing around with his script, messing around with his vision. And then Jeff Johns, he visions the younger Batman. That's why they brought Robert Pattinson back. What Jeff Johns did, Jesus, man. He's such a gigantic. If what they saying is true, if the report saying is true, he's a gigantic asshole. I mean, look, with respect, I loved his rebirth. I loved what he did with the Green Lanterns, but my God, he's a gigantic asshole for doing that. Honestly, jeez. But I'm so glad it's coming. It's like the world is correcting itself. It's like, oh God, I am so happy. If I see him in Justice Con or DC fandom, I will lose my shit. It will be like, yes, the world is fixed. Yeah, so that's my opinion on Ben Affleck returning, and they're building a multiverse as well, from what it looks like, and which is I am also really happy with. But there's also like another thing that popped up, and it has to do with Ray Fisher. And Ray Fisher, what he did, he dropped a bomb, man. He dropped an absolute bomb. When I saw this, I was like, holy crap, he actually did. No, because the first thing he did, he says in his tweet, he said, I'm going to retract everything that I said in the statement. And underneath to show the video of him saying Joss Whedon's a good guy, he's friends with Zack, and he's a great person to finish Justice League. But he completely scrapped that. Obviously, because look what happened to Justice League. And now he didn't tweet. This was like, the 1st of July. He tweeted this, and it's damning, man. Like, Joss Whedon's on-set treatment of the cast and crew of Justice League was gross, abusive, and unprofessional, and completely unacceptable. He was enabled in many ways by Jeff Johns and John Burke. Accountability more than entertainment. That is damning, man. That is, dude, those are more than shades, man. He name dropped Jeff Johns and John Burke. He's not pulling any punches. I think Zack liked it, not in Twitter, but I think on Vero. I'm not sure. And holy crap! And I'm seeing there's two camps of this, which I find really funny, because there's one camp that says, what Ray Fisher's doing is childish, not professional, all that stuff. And I'm just like, wait, hold on. But weren't you the type of people? Weren't you the people that said we need to believe everyone? We need to believe victims. We need to believe in people who says, speak to power. Weren't you the people that said that? But now it's on to someone that you like, which is Joss Whedon. Now it's someone that you like. Now the time of, hey, he's being unprofessional. Hey, where's the proof? Hey, where's all that? Now you guys ask for proof. Really? Jeez, it's just funny. I'm just seeing all these people like trying to discredit Ray Fisher, saying what he's doing is unacceptable. Why is he saying this now? And yet these are the same people that were way behind for Me Too, that were like, yes, we should stand behind victims, blah, blah. But when there's someone that they attack, that they like, the person receiving it that they like, then somehow they're all for due process somehow. It's just funny. And the thing is, how I interpret this is that I could be wrong, but with Ray Fisher, for what he wrote in this tweet, I believe that when he says gross abuses are unprofessional, I don't think it's anything criminal. You know what I mean? I don't think it's like, not abuse, but like, take over the line, like rape or stuff like that. I don't think he done anything criminal. I just think his attitude on set was unprofessional. Like, you have your boss, like, it doesn't matter where you work, job, wherever. And you have your boss, and your boss crosses the line towards you, but the way he speaks to you or the way he does things to you, where he crosses the line. So I'm thinking it's the same as this. And obviously with the story beats of Zack Snyder's vision, because like us, I believe this wholeheartedly. The cast of Zack Snyder with this Justice League, they believed as we believed what Warner Brothers said to them and to us, and that is, hey, Joss Whedon is Zack's friend. He's not here to change anything. He's just here to finish. That's it. But that's clearly a lie. That is clear. And the thing is, people need to take Warner Brothers to task for this, and anyone involved who said that statement, they need to be taken to task for this. I'm talking about the higher-ups who made that decision, because they flat out lied. Yeah, a Zack Snyder film, but it's not actually Zack Snyder's film. They literally, oh god. majority of the work they cut out. So it was a lie. So it's just the story beats and stuff like that. And then with the Wonder Woman thing, where that stupid scene where Flash saves Wonder Woman but puts his head on her boobs, you know, that scene. And then here's the thing that I will say: people saying that's a sexist scene, but here's the thing: we need to be careful of those words like sexism, racism, you know, Nazism, because now it's like people are just throwing it out there and it's losing its teeth, it's losing all meaning. And when I saw that scene, it's not a sexist scene. In my mind, sex is basically someone who believes a gender is just vastly superior over another gender just because. Just because they are. With that scene, it wasn't a sexist scene. It was bloody juvenile. You know, it's like a fart joke. It's like that. It's like, really, in a Zack Snyder Justice League universe, it was weird. And that whole thirsty thing. Clark said that you were thirsty. Oh God, Joss, what the hell is he? Oh my God. So when that scene happened, it was just like, oh God, really, really. So I think that is mostly talking about is just, you know, and I'm hearing, I think, from Kevin Smith how they were trashing Zack Snyder behind his back, whatever, and stuff like that. And how, you know, creative things like that. I think that's what he mostly talking about. I don't know. And the truth is, look, we don't know. We weren't there. And I don't know. It's I can't say either or because we don't have the facts, but I'm just judging based on people's behavior. And you know, like Joss Whedon, he does some fucked up shit. Like I heard, like he fired a girl from Buffy, a major character, just because she got pregnant, or he cheated on his wife. Now that's the thing. It's just Joss Whedon's hypocrisy. He's like this male feminist and says, "Oh," and you know he's on this moral high horse, and that the people who disagree with him, they're bad people, and yet he does stuff like this. That's what he should be caught up on. Absolutely. So when I see Ray Fisher writing this, I'm like, it was not outside the realm of possibility that he would do stuff like this. But it's just one of those things that I need more. I know there were some people that came out in defense for him, and one of them is Gal Gadot's stunt double, because she refused to do that scene with the Flash. Absolutely refused. So it had to be a stunt double that done it, and she hated it as well. So holy crap, it's like, holy crap. So a lot of dirt is gonna come out. I feel a lot of dirt is gonna come out. I feel, but I can't take either camps because we weren't there. But it's it's gonna be a ride, man. That's what I think. It's gonna be a ride. I actually can't wait to see how it ends.